Hello students! So this is gonna be the next method na ituturo ko sa inyo, the easiest method among them all. Okay, so this is what we call quadratic formula. And as you can see, nakita nyo sa screen ko, may nakita kayong gumagalaw na mga expression or mga terms. No? Dito kasi na-derive or nabuo yung quadratic formula. So mahalaga yung mga previous topic natin. No? At yung standard form syempre. Okay, as you can see, as you notice, after that, after series of changes kanina, no, nabuo natin yung quadratic formula. As you can see, we have here the rule na kailangan sundin, no? Sabi dito, for real numbers, A, B, and C, no? Sabi dito, dapat si A hindi dapat equal sa 0. And the solution of quadratic equation, kailangan naka-standard form for you to be able to use the quadratic formula. Okay? So, ano ba yung quadratic formula? Allow me to restate the quadratic formula. X equals negative B plus or minus, okay, square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. A, B, and C is very important mamaya para dito. Okay? At syempre, ang goal natin, mahanap lang naman yung roots o yung x na hinahanap. So, there are two possible answers sabi dito. Pwedeng positive, pwedeng negative. Okay? So, that's the rule. Of course, meron tayong game plan na kalansod din dito. The unang game plan is write the quadratic equation in standard form. So, alam natin yung standard form, tama? ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Kailangan, yan yung unang condition. Kailangan standard form muna. Otherwise, kailangan ayusin mo muna yan bago pa natin hanapin yung second step, which is hanapin natin yung A, B, and C. Okay, alam natin yung A, B, and C dito. At alam natin kung paano mag-identify niyan. Tapos, after nun, sulat na natin ang quadratic formula. Pwede mo kabisaduhin yan or pwede mo isulat yan as a guide, no? Para mamaya hindi tayo malilito or maligaw. After nun, pag nasulat natin, plug in na natin. Pag sinabing plug in, ilalagay lang natin or papalitan natin dito si A, B, and C by substitution. Okay? Then simplify. You can use your calculator for easy way if you want to. Okay? And then later on, meron kasing dalawang posibleng sagot. Tama? Kailangan mo i-check yun. May mga times kasi na yung isang solution kasama, yung isang solution hindi. Okay? So, kailangan mong i-check yung solutions mo. Okay? So, allow me to share this first particular problem. Let us use quadratic formula for this equation to solve the roots or to find the roots. Okay? First is, tignan mo muna, yan ba yung naka-standard form? Tatanungin ko kayo, naka-standard form ba yan? Very good, naka-standard form po yan. Okay? So, ngayon, we will just identify the A, the B, lagyan natin yung B dito, and yung C. Okay? For us to identify it, we have, let me change my pen color. Okay? The A would be, we all know the A which is 2. Okay, ito yun. The B would be negative 5. And C, that is positive 2. Okay? Next is, we write the formula. So, the formula is x equals, lagyan natin ng malaking guhit yan, negative B, negative B plus or minus square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Yan yung formula. Okay? So ngayon, maglalagay lang ako dito ng isa pang para mamaya mapakita ninyo kung paano nilalagay yung mga terms dyan or yung mga leading coefficients dyan. Allow me to write once again here. But this time, lalagyan ko lang muna ng mga blanco or ng parentheses. Okay? Square root of, so we have here B squared minus 4 times, what is that number? Also, we have this particular number or particular coefficient. May lalagay natin 2 times this one. Okay, sige, let's play a game. Alin dito ang ilalagay natin sa parenthesis na to? Okay, 2 ba? Negative 5 or yung C na 2? That's right. So, we have negative 5. Okay, allow me to write negative 5 here. Okay, next, we have this one. We have B squared. Ilalagay natin once again is negative 5. Okay, so we have 4. Ang katabi niyan is AC. We all know the A is 2 and the C is 2 as well. Okay, nagkataon lang yan pero minsan magkaiba yan. Okay, and dito meron tayong 2A. Ilalagay natin dyan is 2. Okay, so kapag nakumpleto mo na yan, pupunta na tayo sa next step. Gagamit na tayo ng calculator. Okay, so allow me to use my calculator here. So, dito natin gagamitin yung calculator natin. Una, isusulat lang natin tong entire things na to dun sa calculator natin. So let me show the calculator. We have this, of course, fraction symbol. And then, meron tayong negative negative. So, and then parentheses, isulat natin yung mismong parentheses, tas negative 5 sa loob, which is yan ang B natin. Ang una natin kasi kusuin muna, itong plus muna. Okay? So, yung plus muna ang lalagay natin dito. Then, square root, we have negative 5, the quantity of negative 5 squared. Okay? Yan yun. Then, minus 4a, which is 2. Then, c, we have 2 as well. Okay? All over, baba lang natin ang cursor natin. Yan. So, we have 2 times a. Okay, as you can see, may lumabas, no? Lagyan natin ng equal sign. Yan. May lumabas dito na 2. So, ibig sabihin, ang isang x natin, lagyan natin. Usually, nalagyan ng root 1 yan eh. X, the first root, yan, ganyan, di ba? Lagyan natin dito para ano. So, root 1 equals, ano yung lumabas kanina? We have 2. Okay, so hanapin natin yung root, second root natin. Okay? So, this time, kanina, gumamit tayo ng plus, ngayon, gagamit tayo ng minus. So, move ko lang yung cursor ko. Yan, erase ko lang yan, tapos gamit ako ng minus. And as you can see, nung gumamit ako ng minus, ang lumabas is 1/2. Okay? 1/2. Or, pwede daw isulat na, no? Sabi ng calculator, sabi niya, pwede mong isulat niya na decimal form, which is 0.5. And there you go. We found the 2 roots for this particular equation. That's how easy it is. Okay, so, the final procedure is be checking. Okay? So, titingnan mo na ngayon kung tama yung sagot mo. Ngayon, sulat mo ngayon yung original equation dito. 2x squared minus 5x plus 2. Sige na nga, turuan ko na kayo kung paano gumamit din ng calculator gamit ko. Okay? So, gawin mo lang, di ba, yan na. May calculator ka. Erase mo lang yan. I-type mo lang din yan. So, 2, gawin mo siyang ganito. 2, tas lagyan mo siya ng parenthesis minus 5, parenthesis plus 2. Dapat yan equal sa 0. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ng parenthesis dito mo ilalagay yung mga nakuha mong roots. Okay? So, ang una natin i-check is x, the first root, which is 2. Okay? Tingnan natin kung tama yan. So, we have 2, lagyan natin ng parenthesis, the squared, minus 5, parenthesis once again, plus 2. Dapat yan ang equal sa 0. Okay? So, let's try this one. So, we have 2. Palitan natin ng 2 to. Also, yung isa rin, palitan din natin ng 2, which is, yan. Okay, so, ang sagot ba ay 0? Of course, 0 is equal to 0. Okay? As you can see, 0 yung lumabas. Okay? Now, let's try another one. Yung second root, itry naman natin, which is 1/2. Or 1.5 if you want to, no? If you insist. So, ganun din. Tatype din natin. Kanina, tinype natin si 2 dito, no? Ngayon, tatype naman natin si 1/2 minus 5 times 1/2 plus 2. Dapat equals daw yan sa 0. Tingnan natin kung tama. Palitan lang natin yan ng 1/2. Okay, isa rin. 1/2. There you go. So, ang lumabas is 0. Ibig sabihin, 0 equals 0. Ibig sabihin, dalawang roots natin, yan po ang tamang sagot. Okay? Walang pag-aalinlangan, yan na po yung ating roots dito sa equation natin. Okay? So, this is it. That's the first example. Okay, so let's proceed to the next problem. So the next problem is 3x squared plus 5x equals 3. So in this case, you can ask yourself if that is in a standard form. Naka-standard form ba yan? No, it's not. So ibig sabihin, gagawin mo natin siyang standard form. So itong 3 na to, na nasa right-hand side, ilipat na natin sa kabila. Okay? So the standard form would be 3x squared plus 5x. We all know how to make it a standard form, right? So pinag-aralan natin yan. It will become negative 3 sa left-hand side, and that is equal to 0. Okay? So, naka-standard form ka na, identify mo na si A. What is A? A is 3. Okay? B. What is B? That is 5. And C, we have negative 3. Ito yun. Okay? So, after you identify, just write the quadratic formula. So, we have x equals negative B plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay? So, ang gawin mo na, after mo ma-identify sa quadratic formula, sulat mo na dito, i-plug in mo na yung mga coefficients. So we have this big vinculum line, then negative, so we have negative b, that is 5, right? Plus or minus square root of, once again, the b is 5 as well, minus 4 times 3 times the c, which is negative 3. Okay, all over 2 times the a. Pag nakasanayan mo na yan, pwede mo na rin diretso yan, no? So, ngayon, kukunin ko ulit yung calculator ko to basically solve the two roots. Okay? So, what are the two roots na hinahanap po dito? Okay? So, punta muna ako doon sa calculator ko. Okay, there you go. So, this is the calculator. Allow me to clear them up. So, we have this particular equation. Lagyan mo tayong fraction symbol dito. And then negative times yung b natin, which is 5. Lagyan natin 5 dyan. So, gamitin mo natin yung plus sign. Square root of the quantity of 5 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative 3. Okay? So, tapos ka na sa taas. Baba ka naman. So, we have 2 times a, which is yung 3. And there you go. Okay? As you can see, merong dalawang posibleng sagot. No? Alin man dito, pwede yung maging sagot. Pwedeng decimal, pwedeng ganito, fraction. Okay, so sulat ko lang yung ating nakuhang roots. Yan, may fraction kasi dito, square root of 61 minus 5 over 6. May mga pagkakataon na ang ginagawa ninyo, sinusulat nyo yung baliktad. Like, sige. Sinusulat nyo yung negative 5, tapos may plus kang square root of 61. Kita nyo ba? 61 yan ha. Over 6. Pwede ba yung ganyan, Sir Ice? Opo, pwede po yan. Okay? So, alin man dito, sa dalawang yan, pinagbaliktad nyo lang naman yan, basta yung sign ay hindi magbabago, pwede rin po yun. May mga pagkakataon din sa calculator nyo, kinukuha nyo itong decimal point. So, pwede naman din yan, basta naka nearest hundreds ka. 0. Sabi dito, we have 468. Magiging 0.40. Pwedeng, sige, tatlo na lang. Gawin natin 468. Ayan. Okay? So, pwedeng ganyan po. Alin man sa tatlong yan, ang sagot mo, pwede kang makakuha ng tamang sagot. Okay? So, yun na po yung first root. Okay? The second root is gonna be like this. Let's check and let's change this one as minus symbol. Okay? As you can see, nakuha mo yung negative naman nito, which is negative square root of 61 minus 5 over 6. Pero, iba po yan na magkaibang value yan. So, we have negative square root of 61 minus 5 all over 6. Okay? So, usually, sinusulat din yan as like, yung kanina, binaliktad lang din natin. Basta wag niyong kalimutan yung sign. Okay? Pwede siyang negative 5 minus square root of 61. Okay? So, all over 6. Pero ang decimal form niya, hindi yan negative 0.468 ha. Magiging negative 2.135. Okay? So, there are two different things kasi magkaiba yung kanilang sign. Okay? So, kung difficult yung problem, mahirap siyang i-solve as completing the square, solving factoring, you can use this particular method to basically do that. Okay? So, that's it. No? If you want to check it, mas maganda kung mas may space kasi ibang papel, plug in mo lang yung mga value na yan, yung mismong value na yan, i-plug in mo dito, dapat equals daw yan sa 0. Ito na gamitin mo, no? Kasi 0 ang hinahanap mo eh. What makes this equation 0? You can use these two particular roots. Kung yan ay tumama, nag-equal sa 0, ibig sabihin, dalawa, yung tamang sagot natin. Okay? So, I hope you get this part, and this is your turn. Okay? So, for your turn, use the quadratic formula to solve each equation. And I want you to use the particular concept na itinuro ko sa inyo previously. Okay? So, that's it. Let's continue. And by the way, you can pause this video, or you can go back to the first part, how to solve it if you want to. Okay? And then if you have question, just ask your teacher about this particular. Now, write your answer in your notebook. Okay? So, see you sa next part of the problem. Okay, Sir Ice, paano kung malupit ako, no? Kaya ko bang sagutin to ng walang calculator? So, meron ako kasing 9x squared minus 12x plus 4 equals 0. So, let's try naman ng walang calculator. So, paano natin i-handle yung situation? So, una, tanungin mo ulit yung sarili mo, naka-standard form ba yan? Okay, kung naka-standard form, then proceed tayo sa next part. So, naka-standard form yan, identify natin yung A, yung B, at yung C. Okay? So, ang A natin, alam natin na ang A is 9, B is negative 12, C is 4. Yun kasing dahilan, ba't mo kailangan isulat din ng standard form? Para mas mabilis mo ma-identify yung A, B, and C. Okay? So, the next is, sulat mo na yung formula. Okay? So, mahalaga dapat kung wala kang calculator, syempre kahit may calculator ka, alam mo yung formula. Okay? So, we have negative B plus or minus square root. Okay? Sa loob ng square root, meron tayong B squared minus 4AC. Tandaan mo all over 2A. Okay? So, let's try it. So, try natin. Titignan natin kung kakayarin natin yung walang calculator. So, we have negative B, which is negative 12 then. So, we have negative 12. We'll write negative 12 dito. Plus or minus square root of B, which is negative 12 squared minus 4 times yung A natin, which is 9. Yung C natin, we have 4. Okay. All over 2 times 9. Okay? So, first is, kasi muna natin yung nasa part na to. So, negative times negative 12, we have positive 12, right? Okay? Negative times negative, that is positive. So, plus or minus square root of, we all know how to get the negative, we'll change the color. Negative 12 squared. Negative 12 squared means you will multiply negative 12 twice sa sarili niya. So, that's going to be 144, right? So, we have 144. Hindi ba ko yung kulay, no? So, minus 4 times 9. We have, I think, 36 times 4. That's going to be 144 as well. Okay? If you want to check. Now, also, in the denominator, we have 2 times 9. It's very basic. We have 18. Okay? So, in this case, allow me to continue my solution here. So, x equals 12. Ilagay ko muna yung 12 dito. Tapos, meron akong plus or minus. There are two possible answers. Okay? 144 minus 144. That is going to be 0, right? And then, all over 18. So, may ibang bagay na nangyayari dito, no? Bakit kaya naging 0 yung ating equation? So, syempre, yun na-solve natin. So, we have 12 plus or minus, what is the square root of 0? Square root of 0 is 0. Because 0, ang sagot. So, we have 12 plus or minus 0. So, all over 18, we have here 18 here. Okay. So, when you add or minus 12 sa wala, syempre, 12 lang naman yung lalabas din siya. Diba? So, tinanggal ko na to basically. Kasi wala naman, ganun pa rin naman din ang lalabas dyan. 12 over 18 na po. And then, parang isa lang ata yung roots natin dito, no? So, we have 12 over 80. We all know, and we can basically simplify this one, get the lowest term. I think divisible yan sa 6. Okay? So, 12 divided by 6, that is 2. 18 divided by 6, that is 3. Okay. So, this is special problem actually. Bakit? Kasi nagkaroon lang ng isang roots. No? At ang roots na yon ay si 2/3 lang or 2 over 3. So, pwede man nangyayari ba yon sa totoong buhay? Opo, nangyayari sa totoong buhay, no? Tulad ng case na to, nangyari kasi dito, yung square root natin, ang lumabas is 0. And square root of 0 is nothing. So, 0 pa rin, no? When we simplify this one, ganun pa rin naman yung lalabas, 12 pa rin naman. 12 minus 0 is 12. 12 plus 0 is 12. Okay? And we simplify this one and this one. And if you want to verify that, of course, we can do it naman sa calculator. At sa mga ganitong case, mabilis lang siyang ma-solve kahit walang calculator. So, we have 2 over 3. Ganyan po yung proseso, no? Kapag kasi sinusolve natin, unahin muna natin po yung nasa loob ng mga radicand. Itong mga numbers sa loob ng square root sign or symbol. Okay? So, that's it. This is gonna be the third problem. Okay? So, now, let's proceed to the last problem. We have here x squared plus 3x plus 6. Tingnan natin kung kaya natin siyang i-solve without using calculator. So, we have a equals we all know that A is 1, B is 3, C, we have 6. Okay? Dahil naka-standard form na yan. Then we have x squared, that is roots. X equals minus B, or negative B, plus or minus square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. So by this time, siguro kabisado nyo na yung formula, no? Kasi paulit-ulit kong sinasabi sa inyo. We have, of course, negative B. Negative B is negative, we have 3, plus or minus square root of B squared, we have 3. Let us write 3 squared here, minus 4. We have A na 1, C, that is 6. And all over 2A, we have 2 times 1. Okay? So, now, let's simplify this one. Negative times positive 3, that's negative 3, right? So, we have positive or negative square root of... Kita nyo pa ba? Ayusin natin. Okay, so lagyan natin dito ng konting space. So, we have negative 3 plus or minus square root of the things na nasa loob. 3 squared, that is 9. 4 times 1, that is 4. Times 6, we have 24. Tapos may minus pa dito. Ayan, oh. Minus 24. Okay? 2 times 1, that is 2. Now, let's continue this one at this part. Okay, so we have x equals, ano kaya yung sagot? Of course, let us copy first the negative 3. Kasi muna natin na nasa loob ng bahay, which is 9 minus 24. 9 minus 24, that is going to be, okay, kung natatandaan nyo pa yung rules of subtraction, no? Change the sign of the subtrahend and proceed to addition. So that is negative 15. All over 2. Now, may nakikita akong mali dito. Hindi naman sa mali na yung sagot, no? Ang nakikita ko dito, may problema. There is something complex here. As you can see, gawin natin siyang red. Sige nga, kung may mata kayo, tignan natin kung ano yung may problema dito. Okay, so, nakikita natin dito na yung square root na to ay mayroong pa-epal na negative 15. So, bakit may negative? May negative 15 yung sagot kanina dito. Therefore, sabi ko nga nakaraang discussion natin, kapag may negative numbers sa loob ng radicand, then, possibly, walang solution dun sa real number o dun sa roots na hinahanap natin. So, therefore, we can conclude that the square root of the negative number is not defined in the real number system. The equation has no real number solution. Okay? No roots, no real number solution. This gonna be your alternative answer for you to handle this particular complex number. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, no real number solution ang magiging final answer natin, no? Parang ironic, no? No real number solution, may solution, pero hindi yan. So, anyways, basta ganyan po natin gagawin. Kapag nakita ka ng negative, okay, stop na yung computation. Alam natin na ang sagot ay no real number solution. Okay? Pero kapag ganyan lang yan, ha? So, kaya natin sagutin without calculator, but in this time, nakita naman tayo ng isang sagot. Kanina, nakita natin isang sagot lang, pero dito, walang sagot. Okay? Yun yung mga cases na may encounter natin if we solve quadratic equation in this particular method. Okay? So, this time, it's your turn. Okay? So, let's continue the 2 exercises kanina. So, solve mo po itong 16x squared minus 24x plus 9 equals 0 and x plus 5x plus 5 equals 0. Okay? So, once again, write your answer in your notebook with your complete process, the way we use the formula here, and then we will check it when we see you in the classroom. Okay? So, good luck, and thank you for listening.